4 o'clock used to mean something different. It used to mean the sound of a car in the driveway, or keys on the counter, or a backpack dropping in the hallway. It meant voices calling out, "I'm home," from the front door, even when no one really needed to announce it. We all knew. The house knew. Now 4 o'clock is just 4 o'clock. The light comes through the kitchen window at the same angle it always did. The refrigerator hums. Sometimes a car passes outside, but it's never the right car. And I've stopped turning my head to check. I don't remember when that stopped. The turning of the head, the listening for the engine. It wasn't a decision I made. It just stopped happening. One day I was sitting here with my tea, the way I sit now, and I realized I hadn't looked up once, hadn't wondered, hadn't expected. It wasn't sad, exactly. It was just true. The house holds a different kind of presence now. It's not empty. I'm here, after all, but it's not full either. It's something else, something I don't have a good word for. The rooms are the same rooms. The furniture sits where it's always sat. But the air has changed. It's thicker somehow, slower, like the house itself has learned to breathe at a different pace. I used to fill the silence. I'd turn on the radio or the television, or I'd call someone just to hear another voice. I'd find something to clean, something to organize, something to keep my hands busy. I thought silence meant something was wrong. I thought it needed fixing. But I don't do that anymore. I let it sit. I let the quiet just be what it is. And most days, it's fine. More than fine. It's actually easier. There's no one to check on, no one to worry about, no one's mood to read when they walk in the door. No one needs anything from me at 4 o'clock, and I don't need anything from anyone. That's the part that surprised me. Not that they stopped needing me. I knew that would happen eventually. Children grow up. People move on. That's how it's supposed to go. But I didn't expect to stop needing them. Or maybe needing isn't the right word. I didn't expect to stop organizing my day around the idea of them. I used to keep myself ready. Not consciously, but it was there. A kind of low-level alertness. Someone might call, someone might stop by, someone might need something, and I'd be here, prepared, available. It felt like part of my job, part of who I was. Now I move through the house and I'm not preparing for anything. I make tea for one. I eat dinner when I'm hungry, not when it's dinner time. I leave the dishes in the sink if I'm tired. I sit in the living room with a book and I don't keep one ear open for the door. It's strange, the small ways you realize you've let go of something. I used to keep certain foods in the pantry just in case someone came over. Crackers they liked, snacks for the grandkids, little things. Now I look at the pantry and half of it is just mine. Things I want. Things I chose because I like them, not because someone else might. I didn't throw anything away. It just slowly shifted. 1 week, I didn't replace the cookies. Another week, I didn't buy the extra carton of milk. And no one noticed, because no one was here to notice. And I didn't feel guilty, I just felt factual. This is what's needed now. This is what I use. Sometimes I walk through the house and I try to remember what it sounded like when it was full. I can almost hear it. The television on in the den, someone running water in the bathroom, footsteps on the stairs, voices calling from one room to another, not even saying anything important, just checking in, making contact, letting each other know we were all still here. But when I try to hold on to that memory, it slips a little. It's not that I've forgotten, I haven't, but it's like trying to hold on to a dream. You know it happened, but you can't quite get back inside it. And I don't need to. That's what I'm learning. I don't need to live inside the memory. I can just let it exist, back there, where it belongs. The quiet isn't sad. I think that's what people don't understand. When I talk to friends or when family calls, they ask if I'm lonely. They say it carefully, like they're checking on me. And I know they mean well. But I don't know how to explain that loneliness isn't the same thing as being alone. I'm alone. That's just a fact. But lonely? I don't think so. Not most days. Lonely used to mean something sharp, something that pressed on you, an ache, a want. But this doesn't feel like that. It feels neutral, like sitting in a room where the temperature is just right. You're not too hot, not too cold. You're just fine. Maybe that's not the kind of answer people want. Maybe it sounds too quiet, too still. But it's the truth. I've stopped waiting. And in stopping, I found something I didn't expect. Space, not empty space. Just space. Room to think my own thoughts. Room to move at my own pace. Room to be exactly who I am when no one else is watching. I didn't know I needed that. I didn't know it was even possible. There's a chair by the window in the living room that used to be my chair, but only in name. In practice, I'd sit there when no one else needed the couch, or when the TV wasn't on, or when I had a few minutes between making dinner and setting the table. I'd sit, but I'd be half ready to get up again. Now it's actually my chair. I sit in it for as long as I want. I watch the light move across the floor. I watch the neighbor's cat walk along the fence. I don't check the time. I don't think about what comes next. And 4 o'clock passes, and I'm still here, and that's all it is. I think about the version of me from 10 years ago. I think about what she would make of this. Sitting here alone at 4 in the afternoon, not waiting for anything. Would she think I'd given up? Would she think I was sad? Maybe, probably, but I don't think I've given up. I think I've just stopped pretending. I spent so many years pretending that waiting was the same as connection, that keeping myself available meant I was still needed, that filling the house with noise meant it was full. And maybe it was for a while, but it's not anymore, and I'm okay with that. I don't miss the chaos as much as I thought I would. I don't miss the scheduling, the coordinating, the constant low hum of responsibility. I thought those things made me who I was. But they were just things I did. They weren't me. This is me, sitting here, noticing the way the light falls, noticing the quiet, not filling it, not fixing it, just letting it be. 4 o'clock comes and I'm here. 5 o'clock comes and I'm still here. The sun starts to lower and the kitchen glows orange for a few minutes, and I watch it, and then it fades, and I don't get up to turn on a light right away. I just sit in the dimness for a while. It's not sad, it's not lonely, it's just mine. And that, I'm learning, is enough.